Now we have one of the most anticipated matches of the evening as the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, takes on Monsieur Wrestling, Kevin Steen. Is that
what? Now I definitely like it.
We also reached for the Montreal Alouettes.
Well, to be quite honest, we are.
That's true. Christopher Daniels. What can we add about Christopher Daniels? Hasn't already been said. He's a very nice gentleman, very good wrestler, very safe driver. Moving violations on his record in at least the last 5 years. Well groomed, well manicured. You know, obviously you see that he does have a shaved head, but his goatee is in perfect symmetry with the rest of his face. His fingernails are very well kept. Smells nice.
High IQ, high SAT score.
Actually, a member of Mensa.
Yes.
And Kevin Steen. Rick Knox getting in the face of Kevin Steen, and Christopher Daniels begging Rick Knox, "Hey, buddy, back off a bit. I'm wrestling this match, not you."
Exactly.
And Kevin Steen.
Is there a fan that wants a chant going anywhere?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, I guess. You know, he bought me dinner last night, and he still made me pay.
It's weird. You think you're getting something, but actually you're actually losing something.
He makes it seem like you're getting this great gift, but when in reality you're just paying for what you normally would.
Much like a woman.
Right, you can't see much like a woman. He's whiny, nosy.
Always cold, needs a sweater.
That's right.
The room temperature is never good
Speaking French all the time.
Yes, exactly.
Like every woman I know.
Wearing a beret, like Monica Lewinsky.
And a red scarf.
And a red
striped shirt.
That's right.
Black and white striped
Reminds me much of Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
The more I think about it.
And now Rick Knox breaking up Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen looking a bit displeased, now getting in the face of Christopher Daniels and telling Rick Knox, "Hey, force the rules, buddy."
That's right.
And Rick Knox is telling him, "Hey, that's not how we do it here in America, Frenchie." Once you
take your French bread and pedal home.
Once you take your baguette and hit Chris Daniels with it if you care so much about how this match is being officiated. And Christopher Daniels now working over the arm and the shoulder of Kevin Steen with that arm wringer, but now driving him down, driving the knee into Kevin Steen's back, and Steen getting back up to his feet, and getting back to the vertical base, ringing the arm of Christopher Daniels now into a hammerlock, and he's working over Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels, though, knew exactly what to do to escape of it. I'm sure he knew well ahead of time what he needed to do to escape that hold. And now he's got Kevin Steen down back on his back on the mat.
Christopher Daniels, we've said it many times before. I feel like we're repeating ourselves. Been around the world, has faced so many great opponents.
From Afghanistan to Zambia.
Wow.
And just a few other places in between.
Yeah,
those are the highlights of it.
That's right. But has he ever faced...
and there you see, he has faced Kevin Steen before, but you see the expertise of Christopher Daniels, the knowledge of Christopher Daniels. Many wrestlers, they have a certain pattern that they get in. They throw a guy off, they try for a leapfrog. Christopher Daniels, he knew right as soon as he was going to the ropes that Kevin Steen would be trying for a leapfrog, and he just waited. He stopped his forward momentum. He just waited for Kevin Steen to come down from it and put him in a side headlock. And yes, they have met before, but this is the first time that these two have met on Christopher Daniels' home turf, and they met before in Canada, in Montreal, but now this is Christopher Daniels' hometown, and now Daniels a shot to the back of the head of Kevin Steen, and he's got him back on his back. Exactly. Back on his back. That's exactly where Daniels wants Kevin Steen.
Did that put him on his front?
Maybe it would.
It's in the front end of a side headlock.
And now Kevin Steen backing Daniels right into the ropes, shooting him off, and now it's Daniels jumping shoulder tackle, taking down the much bigger Kevin Steen, and again for a second time, and the third time taking him down. Daniels covers, hooks the leg, 2 count only. into the side headlock. Knox giving a 1 count almost as a warning, a perfunctory warning to Kevin Steen. I'm not going to let you slouch. Some refs might let you get away with that, with having your shoulder to the mat, even though it's not a pinning. You're not in a pinning predicament. You're still being pinned to the mat, and so I got to count it.
He says, even though your French body is overwhelming, I'm not going to put up with that.
Well, to be fair, it's French Canadian, so it's only half as bad as a normal Frenchman.
It's a little sweet smelling.
A tangy. It's like
tangy aroma.
It's like a grilled onion. And Rick Knox, not only is he by the book in the ring, and there you see again by the book, Kevin Steen out of the shoulders. Chris Daniels might be a bit of frustration there, thinking he could capitalize on Kevin Steen's laziness in the ring. And but Rick Knox, not only is he by the book in the ring, he's by the book in the bedroom as well. Keeps a copy of the Kama Sutra on the night table next to his Bible, and doesn't deviate from it. If he's in missionary, then it's by the book. He follows the diagram to the team. Maybe with whatever woman he's with that night. Maybe women, exactly. Maybe they're asking for a little ass play, but Knox says no. Sorry, honey. That's not how it's done in the book. That's not how they roll. He could be going for the flying V.
The flying V.
And the woman says, hey, maybe give me a little tug to the hair, a little rough trade. And
yes.
Knox says, no, it's not in the book. That's not what happens.
Well, Rick Knox, one of the only men, he practices safe sex, which means a condom and half glasses, so he can read the fine print.
Exactly. And now Kevin Steen imprinting some fine print on the back of the neck of Christopher Daniels. Not sure how he's doing it, but he's punching him in the back of the head. And Kevin Steen now able, after Christopher Daniels controlling the early portion of this match, Kevin Steen able to come back and now putting some work on the back of Daniels' head and neck. And Kevin Steen finding maybe
the smartest maneuver.
Yeah, maybe not wise to headbutt Christopher Daniels in the back of the head.
And now Kevin Steen putting it to Christopher Daniels. This could be for a man who came in late last year to PWG.
A relative unknown.
That's right. This would be a huge victory, and this is from a man who's actually had huge victories in PWG.
That's very true. And Kevin Steen again he is part of the new generation of professional wrestlers. Not been wrestling very long, in terms of years, but by Christopher Daniels' standards. Kevin Steen is just a baby in the sport of professional wrestling. Right. And I think Daniels, he knows that Kevin Steen has got some maneuvers that he hasn't seen before. But I think Christopher Daniels knows that Kevin Steen has not been in the business long enough to develop some of the veteran tricks, some of the craftier things that professional wrestlers like Christopher Daniels. Beautiful flying body press by Christopher Daniels, and now Daniels goes in and rolls through. 2 count only, and there's one of the veteran tricks I was speaking about, just surprising Kevin Steen with an unorthodox, not a misplaced, but a shock, surprising rolling attempt. And now Kevin Steen complaining about those jabs from Christopher Daniels, but complaining is not going to win any matches, Sonny.
That's right. The last person that you want to jaw with is Rick Knox, because
Rick Knox,
he can handle himself.
He can handle himself, and he handles himself by the book. He's read Bruce Lee's The Art of Jeet Kune Do. There's a Tao of Jeet Kune Do. He's read many various, fighting in full contact, like karate and taekwondo manuals. And he knows exactly. He's never actually taken a lesson one day in his life, but he knows what the book says, and he knows how to defend himself. And now Kevin Steen just running off the ropes with a series of leg drops, and now maybe running out of some steam. Take that back with a flipping leg drop, just putting his weight across the throat of Christopher Daniels. 2 count only. Kevin Steen with a bit of an arrogant cover, taking Christopher Daniels a bit more lightly than he should have.
And how can you take Christopher Daniels lightly? This man has won more matches than Kevin Steen
has had. And
that's right.
Christopher Daniels has won more matches than Kevin Steen has seen.
Wow.
And little known fact about Kevin Steen, He was at one time actually a pilot with Comedy Central, and he was a game show host for one episode. It was Kevin Stein, but they actually retooled the show, which they called Steen, and and then Ben Stein.
That is an amazing story. I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's the politics of TV, right there.
That's very true. It just goes to show you that the Jews run Hollywood. Kevin Steen, beautiful Death Valley driver, hooks the leg a bit late. Christopher Daniels able to get his leverage in place and kick out of the pinning predicament. And Steen, very frustrated, but he can't be surprised. I mean, even he's got to know that it'll take more than a haphazard pinfall attempt to pull this away. Biting the back of the head or the back of the neck of Christopher Daniels, a very unorthodox maneuver, but I don't know how effective that is, but. He hurt him with it. And now Steen standing on the back of Daniels' neck, maybe not injured by the bite, but a bit of wear and tear put on it. And now Steen with a right hand to the face, Christopher Daniels backs him into the corner, shooting him pillar to post. Now follows him in. Steen shot up and over by Christopher Daniels. Steen with an elbow to the face of Christopher Daniels. Springboards up. Beautiful drop kick to the back of Christopher Daniels' head. Right on that bite mark. Perhaps that bite mark was to serve as a bullseye for Kevin Steen, and he aimed for it with that drop kick. Or perhaps.
Much like you would mark an X in the ground to mark like the place that, I don't know.
You buried some treasure.
You buried some treasure.
Some loot.
You want to kick a football. He used the bite. He used a springboard drop.
Indeed.
Very ingenious.
Yes, it is. And that's part of the new breed of professionals.
That's French technology.
That's right. French ingenuity. Or ingenuity. Now, Daniels shot to the ropes, and Kevin Steen going for a clothesline. Mr. Daniels, STO, or STD, as it were.
That's Hook Bomber.
No.
He has the STD.
He actually doesn't just test it. He just tests it every month.
That's all the porn actors do.
Yes. And Hook Bomber is not a porn actor. He just wants to live the life.
He just lives the life of it.
Clothesline taking Steen off of his feet. A back elbow again taking Steen off of his feet. And now Christopher Daniels going for a clothesline. And a running elbow to the face of Kevin Steen. Christopher Daniels, he's fired up. He's got the crowd behind him. And now waiting for Steen to get up. And just taking Kevin Steen off of his feet. And maybe putting him out. Kevin Steen able to kick out. You can see Kevin Steen, just a look of pain, of agony on his face. Christopher Daniels continues to go to work on Kevin Steen. Those clubbing blows to the back of the head and to the side of the head of Kevin Steen. Now hooks him in, going for the. He sets him down with almost not quite a one, but
for lack of a better word,
we'll call it.
Could this be the best moonsault
the best
ever?
Moonsault ever? Oh no! But he lands on his feet. And now Kevin Steen shots Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels getting a face full of turnbuckle pad, and if you hit that hard enough, you just get the buckle underneath there, and Christopher Daniels may have got a mouthful of metal.
Going for the stuffed pile driver that we've seen
the cradle pile driver, and the stuff, the cradle pile driver, but the package pile driver.
Hey!
Christopher Daniels instead reverses.
That's 3 count.
He comes away with a huge victory. Kevin Steen, the look of shock and dismay on his face after being duped, being one-upped by the veteran with one of those veteran tricks we referred to, and now Christopher Daniels being taken off his feet by the bad sportsman Kevin Steen. And now Kevin Steen continuing work on Christopher Daniels. He backs him into the corner. Kevin Steen is angry. He is livid that he lost the match in such a manner to Christopher Daniels. Now just right hands into the face, into the jaw of Christopher Daniels, and now choking him. And referee Rich Knox trying to restore order. And now who do we have in the ring? We've got Hook Bomberry in the ring, and
Top Gun
Power trying to restore order in the ring, and now Hook Bomberry is and Top Gun Power trying to restore order. Kevin Steen, what is he? He stole a soda from a fan at ringside, just continuing his unsportsmanlike antics. And here we see Hook Bomberry and unlikely enforcers here.
Very unlikely.
Disco Machine giving the microphone to Kevin Steen. Obviously, he's got something to say, and Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen instructing the fans to say be quiet when he's talking.
He's not taking this loss lightly. Christopher Daniels.
Indeed. Christopher. Monsieur, he has a problem with Christopher Daniels. Is Kevin Steen not taking this loss lightly? Feels he was robbed, and now what is he doing?
Take your medication and sit down. He beat me a couple months ago. I'm not done talking.
He beat him.
From French. I speak a bit of
You held my hair tight.
That's your
everything was all at the same time. I'm saying.
And you're talking to me, but you're looking at
So you know what happened when we for next month?
Yeah, you better cover that up.
What do we do?
It's funny because you're in the broadcast booth, you're actually covering up your lip, like you would be able to go back in time and cause yourself to cover up on the television we're watching right now.
I know I could beat generic content.
Kevin Steen stating that, he knows in his heart that he could beat Christopher Daniels, but when Christopher Daniels has those veteran tricks, much like Felix the Cat, Christopher Daniels has a bag of tricks, and he can resort to those bag of tricks anytime he wants. And now Christopher Daniels getting on the microphone telling Kevin Steen that. Indeed, hard to argue with that point.
That's right.
Christopher Daniels, why should he give Kevin Steen another shot? And Kevin Steen, demanding another shot at Christopher Daniels, another shot to prove himself. Christopher Daniels, no incentive for Christopher Daniels to offer Kevin Steen or anybody another shot here at PWG.
Christopher Daniels hasn't had a title shot. He has much bigger and better things.
That's right. And Christopher Daniels, with his history and professional wrestling, Christopher Daniels would be a shoo-in for a title shot. But now Disco Machine, I believe you're getting ready to lay down some law and order here. Telling Kevin Steen that he does not make the rules, Disco Machine. Way to go, buddy.
So, with that said,
Interim Commissioner Disco Machine, you do make the rules here in PWG, and now creating a new match out of thin air. You're like a magician. You're like David Blaine or David Copperfield. You're David Machine.
I'm a big fan of Doug Henning. God bless his soul.
Doug Henning, dearly departed Doug Henning.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
remember, you're Seth Green, and I am Carrot Top. And so let's do our little act. We were described as Seth. Our humor was Seth Green.